Someone do the intro.
So last time, we finally explored the cave and dealt with the bandits that had taken Graven's things and belongings. We were able to recover the items, but not the money, which is, in the short term, very sad. But in the long term, it actually worked out because we did find treasure in the sum of about 50,000 gold pieces worth of gems.
Yes.
That was divvied up among the group, and upon return, and Graven paying back all his debts to his party members.
One debt?
There was a debt. You did pay it off.
One debt?
Yeah. At least monetarily, you paid off your debts. The mental anguish that will follow in the coming days, weeks, is another story.
God.
In which case, Yenian decided to blow his entire savings on juniper. Well, a majority of it. On juniper potions, as the rest of us decided to go prepare for the upcoming ball and pick out. Well, Rowan helped Kerveius with his outfit as she got hers, and Yenian took it upon himself to get Graven and himself an outfit. As a side note, last episode on YouTube had very intensive visual highlights to that with the pictures.
Right. Oh, I noticed.
From there, we all kind of got back, relaxed, and Rowan started her training in lockpicking, in which over the course of that, it was finally revealed a bit of Kerveius' background and history as to why he knows how to pick locks, and that mystery was finally solved. And very different from, slightly different, depending on whose perspective, how that came about in terms of how he knew. From there, Kerveius decided to get back at Graven in a mental capacity by offering him a drink. He refused, and then slyly mentioned it to Yenian, who proceeded to trash him in an alcoholic way. And I believe that is where we left off. The next morning, after having breakfast and getting things ready for the party that we were supposed to go to, picking up any commissions that we had, we were about to probably get our outfits if they were finished. If not, we were just before that point.
Okay.
Yeah, we had just finished with Yenian trying fire breathing.
Yes, that's right. Because I think he singed his eyebrows off.
Yep.
What? Oh, yeah, I absolutely did.
I don't know why that just makes me so happy.
I was watching the last episode to see the visuals. All I heard was he singed his eyebrows off, and I know you're talking about me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys pick up, ready and willing to go to this party. I don't know how willing you are, but you are ready.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the party?
He's in the upper northern corner of this continent, so a couple days.
Okay, so we have to travel.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we storing our suits and whatnot? So
we
they
don't
stay
have to put those
good.
on until the party, so we can.
Bag of holding them.
Yeah.
Are they gonna become, whatever
Wrinkled?
the word is? Wrinkled,
No,
yeah.
It's a bag of holding. It puts it in an extra dimensional pocket. It's not.
Yeah,
like
but
putting
we
it in
have
a
a lot
suitcase
more
or-
stuff in that bag of holding, which might crush our very expensive clothes.
No.
Just put them in a box or something. I will hunt down and buy a box for our clothing so that it does not get wrinkled.
Yeah, you find like specifically a little like fancy clothes chest.
Carry
Yeah.
the bag.
Yeah, like I don't know, 25 gold. It looks real nice. They did a real good job making it.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll splurge on it. I'll buy a nice
lot of
clothes
money.
chest. Yeah, I know, right? Alright, so... There, now we don't have to worry about our clothes getting wrinkled.
Yay.
We have an do we have like a written invitation from like Juniper for this party?
He hasn't given you one. There probably is one.
We should.
Probably just chalk it up to his old bad memory.
I'll Rowan will look at the others and be like, "Do you think we should like maybe ask if there's an invitation so we're not just like turned away at the door?"
Yeah,
Probably.
Let's go before we leave. We go see Juniper. And like, we need the invitation.
Ah, yes, the invitation. I forgot about that. Let me just. And he like goes to his back room. You hear a few things fall down from a shelf. You think you hear some glass breaking, and he comes out like covered in some sort of dust. He's like, "Here you go. I found it. It was hiding."
Is it like all stained and like ragged?
The paper is a little bit stained, but he seems like he's got somewhat good care of it.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, enjoy your time there. The people there are. Yes, they're people who have a lot of money.
We'll let everyone know you said hello.
Please don't.
Okay, we won't say a thing.
Great.
We're
But if
definitely
anyone
not
does
having
ask,
one
what
party.
should we say?
Nothing.
We just have an invitation, so it's fine.
I mean, the invitation has my name on it, so they'll know who sent you. But don't actually mention me.
Okay.
Got it. So if anyone brings up Juniper, say nothing.
Okay.
I don't like them. They're very stuffy.
Stuffy. Define stuffy, Juniper.
But like they wear nice clothes all the time. They don't like explosions. They're very proper.
Okay, I get it.
People you would
Rich
steal from.
people. All right, so should we secure transportation then?
Yep.
What would be the fastest way to get there? It's underground.
Well, I mean, it has to have an entrance.
Yeah, most dwarven cities do have an above ground entrance.
And Juniper, where is that entrance exactly?
He essentially like takes out a little map and points you where it is on the map.
Okay.
All right, so how do we want to do transport, guys?
Carriage.
Carriage?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Sounds good.
Works.
Yep, you guys make pretty good time there. It's very possible that Juniper had told the carriage rider before you guys actually got there that what you were doing and to make a bit of haste getting there. So you guys do make fairly good time getting there. As he said, it takes a couple of days, but the carriage driver takes the safest route, which is essentially up the middle of the road. And you guys do soon find your way to the entrance of Kayhem. You are met by what appears to be a giant stone gate. It is currently open as it is the morning or day hours, really. And any trading that is to be done is being done at the moment. You do see a few other well-adorned carriages, which are kind of being like shooed off to one side with what seems to be like a special entrance. I can tell by the carriage's appearances that like they seem to be from people of wealth. So anyone who comes from the above ground seems to be heading out this way. You see many other carriages from many races of people, lots of people who seem to be pulling in their wares to trade and sell and or just stay in this dwarven town. What would you guys like to do?
I guess we would take the fancy entrance.
I'm gonna assume so.
Alright, so you point your wagon driver over towards the party entrance. He is presently stopped as he pulls up to some of the guards. You see a couple dwarves in heavy plate armor just kind of stomp up to him, look him about, and then look to the carriage behind. One of them just kind of slowly, quietly is like, "Well, you got your papers."
And I flash. Who's got the invitation? Was it you or me?
I think you do.
Okay, I flashed the invitation.
That big old armored gruff hand just takes the papers, looks them over. Yeah, these look fine. Hands it back to you. All right, you can go on through. You guys are quickly whisked away from the common rabble and people of this upper town. As you are done that, you come to see what looks to be a giant cavern inside the hill, whether it was man-made or artificially made is fairly hard to tell. You do see a rather striking city built into the wall of the cavern. Even at this distance, you're still quite a distance away, as you have to roll through the slums first and through the mining areas. You can tell that the main capital has been rather well adorned with white stone. You can actually see the glint of gold and silver inlays on the buildings themselves. It's very obvious that the dwarves had put a lot of work into the city. As you guys are whisked along the party road, you're kind of kept away from that slum area. You guys are kind of kept away from what rich people would consider the filth of the city. You do see a couple dwarves and Duragar who are below, kind of just looking up at you guys, watching you go, and then turning back to their work. You are quickly whisked to this side of the town and shown up a special way to go. As you guys get closer towards the top, this special path kind of twirls and winds on itself, kind of not really going long, but it's a quick ascent towards the top of the city. You guys are shown into what looks to be a large stable pen to hold your carriage and the horses. You guys seem to be the only ones at this specific one, because as you guys kind of are ushered inside, there's a metal gate closed lightly behind you. As you guys look out of the port that you have been put in, you see what looks to be a rather fancy mansion built right into the rock side, adorned with gold, silver, all kinds of precious metals. There's a whole bunch of gems kind of sprinkling throughout the stone itself. The door is quickly opened before you guys are even able to exit the carriage. Several maids and butlers exit the house, quickly see to your guys' needs. As they approach the carriage, they kind of open the door for you and help you guys out. They take your luggage and wait for your commands.
I'm assuming we have rooms.
The person who seems to be the head of them speaks up. He's an older-looking gentleman. He isn't holding any bags at the moment, but he does have he has a clipboard in his hand, and he's looking you guys over, making notes. It's yes, but this whole entire mansion is your area to see as you would like to use during the party.
Very good. And I just walk forward.
Yes, feel free to enter as you wish. Go ahead and pick your room. Your belongings will be delivered to you. Though we do ask, though, that while you go to the party, that you hide any large weapons. Don't bring them at all. That would be much better.
Understood.
Okay.
I look back at the others coming?
Yeah, I follow. I don't even say a word, I just follow.
Pick my jaw up off the floor and follow.
This is probably the nicest place your carriage driver has ever been to.
Oh, I can guarantee you that this is the fanciest place Rowan has ever seen. She's just wide-eyed, staring around
the carriage that you guys brought in and the horses are brought to a stable, and the carriage driver is brought to his own little abode, as they assume that you employ him, but he's probably fine with it.
As we're leaving from the butlers, I turn back towards them. I say, actually, has Dr. Barton arrived?
That man, he's late as always. He will probably not arrive until the moment he is needed at the party. His work has kept him very busy.
Okay, thank you. And then I continue.
So yeah, they bring you in. They show you around. Inside is adorned with even more gold, silver, fine gems, fine metals. It looks like the The staircase itself is adorned with like just a sheet of gold. The railings are not quite silver, do hold a silver color and are adorned with many gems. And as you look throughout the house, there are many paintings of dwarven rulers and nobles on the walls.
I'm gonna turn to ask one of the maids or butlers. Are other people staying in this mansion too?
Oh no, this is for the 4 of you.
This entire mansion's for the 4 of us?
Oh yes, every party member has a mansion.
I walk up to Rowan and Graven, put my finger underneath their chins, and just go and lift. That's cool.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, okay, just keep walking.
I'll do the same.
Yeah, the head butler stands. He's obviously moving faster than you guys, but he's very much not showing the effort. He just, like walks in front of you quickly. He's like, "Dinner will be served at 8 p.m. Breakfast whenever you awake. We do not want to wake you before you are ready. Lunch will be served at 12, and we will be giving you a small snack before the party at 10 p.m."
And I lean over to the butler. Ensure that there is always 2 pots of your strongest coffee for every breakfast.
Will do. It is a dwarven coffee after all. Are you sure you want the strongest?
Yes.
As you wish. He goes off just to prepare things.
And you thought whiskey gives you a kick.
Oh, I'm excited for this. I can't believe this whole mansion. You could fit my whole village in here.
Your whole village?
It's not a very large village.
It is a very large mansion.
Well,
How many stories are there?
This is a 3-story mansion.
3 stories. Okay.
it might be big enough to fit Graven's shame after that one incident.
I just look at you. I'm like,
I cry.
yeah, and then you see a single tear shedding from my eye onto my cheek. I'm like, too soon.
Not soon enough. And I just go upstairs and just start wandering the halls looking for some of the rooms.
Yeah, I'm just exploring.
Yeah, I'll probably just walk around.
I want to let you know that was all yesterday in campaign.
Yeah.
So it is too soon.
Yeah. He's still gonna do it.
If you haven't figured out by now that Kerveius is an asshole, then you haven't been paying attention.
This is the price in his mind. This is the price you pay for learning his past.
In my mind, you are all assholes now. Yenian making me drink. Rowan, I forgot why I thought you were an asshole, but
Probably because I gave you 1 single gold piece before we sold those gems.
That.
But at the same time, these lovable assholes helped your ass out.
Yep. Yeah, they did.
What time of day is it again?
It's probably like 2 p.m. ish.
Okay, what time? And the party is today or tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Okay. So
I'm gonna search the house for dwarven alcohol.
I'm gonna look for the nicest bath and have one drawn.
There is an entire pantry full of dwarven alcohol. There are like 18 really nice baths.
I take the biggest, nicest one and start filling it with bubbles.
They're actually all about the same.
I start filling it with a bubble bath.
Actually, what happens as soon as you turn on the water is a servant comes out. It's like, oh, let me help you with that.
I want to look for like the biggest, fanciest bedroom.
There's like 8 fancy bedrooms. They're all about the fanciest and the biggest.
I'll just pick one and like just flop down on the bed.
You know what? I asked one of the butlers, do you have any, I plan to take a bath. Do you have any relaxing essence or whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, they do. They want to know which flavor you'd like.
Flavor.
Scent.
Scent of the forest.
Oh yeah, they bring I don't think they don't have something specifically for us, but they bring out a couple.
I want the full-blown, high-quality spa treatment.
Massage, well, then a couple extra
and everything.
A couple extra maids and butlers come in then, and you're in the bathroom for a good 2 hours.
I'll milk it for 4 until dinner's ready.
Then you're in there till 4.
I will stay in this until dinner's ready, and then I'll come out.
That would be 6 hours then.
I thought you said it was 2. Well, I guess dinner's at 8 then.
Yeah.
Okay. No, then I'll do it for 3. I'll do it for 3. Like, just soak it all in for 3 hours of just massages, pampering, whatever.
All right, well, you're gone for 3 hours then.
The alcohol, Dirk. Is there any as strong as
There's so much, my guy.
There's
so much.
I'll start testing it. I'm looking for one as strong as the halfling one, or stronger.
No, stronger than the halfling one? Oh, absolutely. There's like 6 or 7 bottles stronger.
All right, I'm just gonna take those bottles.
Well, the cook kind of like goes to protest a little bit, but he's like, whatever.
I'll replace it with the like 3/4 drained halfling alcohol. You can have this one. I'm changing my alcohol in my bag to read very strong dwarven alcohol. Big difference.
While Kerveius is like enjoying his 3-hour bath, like Rowan just fell asleep on like the softest mattress she has ever slept on.
Okay, so from all the scents that they offer me for the forest, I take the one that I remember smells closest to home.
It'd probably be a mix then, because they have one kind of like that smells close to fresh grass, and then there's one of pine, and then one of like fresh walnuts, and then like an actual woody wood smell. You know what?
I'll take that wood smell. I'll take that wood smell.
Yeah, they give you like the wood smell.
Okay, so I go into the bath. I don't let any butlers in, and I just help myself pour my bath, whatever.
There's a little bit of a protest. That's their job. But if that's your wish, that's what they'll allow you to do it.
I say, please just, there's no need to help me, really. Thank you. And then I shut the door. And then I pour myself a hot bath, put the essence in, and then what I plan to do is sit in the bath and start meditating with my bow while really trying to just really get into the meditation and just trying to connect with it using like my past stories. That makes sense?
Yeah. Roll me a wisdom check at advantage.
No.
It's just been a real off day.
Fuck. Why 2 10s? Okay.
It's just been real off, and you're still real embarrassed about what happened.
Okay.
So you guys do what you do. Rowan, you notice, like, kind of like get up after a quick nap. Or I don't know how long you take a nap. You take a nap, you get up sometime eventually. You notice that all your stuff has been quietly put in your room, and like a nice warm coffee has been prepared for whenever you wake up.
I go right for the coffee pot. Just pour myself a big old cup.
This is fairly bog standard coffee. It's rather amazing. They've done all that manual work of making it real nice. But it's not their super strong stuff.
Right,
that was asked for in the morning.
But it's still a fancy coffee.
Oh yeah.
Oh, this is like the best stuff ever. Yeah, I just like leave the room. I'm like carrying my cup in one hand and the coffee pot in the other, so I can just like refill it as I walk around looking for the others.
Yeah, and eventually dinner is called.
You find me being pampered.
I just shake my head and roll my eyes at you.
Like, Kerveius looks the best that he's ever looked, ever. He has this like ethereal glow to him.
Jesus Christ.
And he's been massaged and worked over for several hours.
Oh
The
boy.
pampered look suits you.
You're not on fire, are you?
No.
You look like a spoiled house
Okay.
cat.
The image still portrays the exact.
But the image portrays. Okay, got it.
Got the message across.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why Rowan just rolled her eyes and shook her head at you. I suppose if this party is worth anything, at least we're getting a little bit of a relaxation.
Yeah. It's tomorrow night, but that butler said that Dr. Barton wouldn't be here for the next few days.
He said he wouldn't be here until he was absolutely needed at the party.
It could be a long party.
All right, so I guess eat dinner, go to bed.
What time is dinner?
Dinner served at 8 p.m. Probably takes you guys about an hour to eat it, as it is a 5-course meal.
Do any of the butlers or maids, can they play music?
Yeah, most of them are able to. It seems like a fair amount of them are multi-talented.
Okay. After dinner, I want to go into the most open room and just get trashed on one of those bottles and have them play music while I dance around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me some Constitution saves, I guess. See how quickly you get trashed. Real quick. See, here's what happens. It's like it's dwarven alcohol, so it's made real good, right? Mm-hmm. So like you take a couple of swigs, you don't really feel anything at first. It's like, oh, this isn't too bad. So you just like down a whole bit, and you don't realize that it's one of those things that hits you 5 minutes after. So you just down like an entire bottle, and it hits you all at once.
All right. I'm gonna show off my fire trick to everybody then.
Oh god!
I'm that drunk. I'm going to show off my fire trick.
Hold on. Do you actually say that you're gonna actually show your man?
Nope, I don't say anything. I just go. All right. 1 second.
This is Yenian. When would he announce that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn and dig in my bag, and grab a torch and light it, and go watch this.
Okay, hold on. As soon as you pull out that torch, I'm like, whoa, hold on. What the heck do you think you're doing?
It's okay. Watch this. I'm gonna take a swig and just.
I cast Mage Hand.
You give me a opposing sleight of hands, and you're at disadvantage.
Sleight of hands or
sleight of hand for me?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god, no.
Disadvantage.
Well, he's at disadvantage, so
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
there it goes. You gotta like spit on the torch, but like the torch is ripped out of your hand, and you end up just spitting out a bunch of alcohol.
All right.
I cast predigitation to clean it up.
Bad.
I'm gonna look for my torch. Like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Just kind of doing that spin around thing, looking on the ground. Where'd it go?
As long as it's the size of a small campfire and nothing larger than that, I could put it out.
Where's my torch? That's okay. I got another one.
Okay. I cast Phantasmal Force on Yenian.
What does Phantasmal Force do?
Come on, dude.
If you're going this way, I'm gonna pull a trick that I've been waiting to pull for months. Months.
I don't know what Phantasmal Force does.
Phantasmal Force. I can just click on it. There you go.
Okay.
That's a lot to read.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so I had asked Dirk, way back, if Phantasmal Force could technically simulate gravity. And the response was yes, although it would not cause damage, I believe.
Yeah, it would just trick you into thinking that you're falling.
Yeah, so I cast Phantasmal Force to do 50 times gravity on Yenian.
He is drunk, so I want to give him disadvantage, but this is the kind of thing that really requires someone being lucid. So give me an intelligence check at advantage. Because you are not lucid at all.
No.
Advantage. Intelligence?
Yeah.
It's okay. That's a +0.
Yes. Okay. And as I cast it, as I cast it, just as a throwback, I say, "Sit, boy."
So you think you feel this giant wave of just gravity on you, and you're not like forced down, but you feel like you are. So you just kind of like lay down on the ground, feeling like you've been pinned by an immense amount of gravity.
The room is spinning.
Is there any alcohol left in his bottle?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I have 5 more bottles of this.
I'm gonna take the opened bottle from him. I'm just gonna kind of look at it and look down at him and be like, "Good stuff, is it?"
It's kind of a couple butlers there. It's like, would you like us to help him get this to his room?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So they kind of like pick you up and just kind of bring you to your room.
I'm still thinking it's heavy. I'm gonna fall down and drag him with me.
They do this for a living. They're fairly strong. So they're able to get you to your room. Really, no problem.
I'm working down to 4 bottles here because Rowan has one of them now.
Yeah, I have your half-opened one, which I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at Kerveius, and I'm gonna take a big old thing from it.
I'm just kind of cringing ever so slightly, but also kind of like amused at to see what's about to happen.
Yeah, so I just take a big old swig of it.
Sure, give me a Constitution save and throw. It's pretty good. You take a big old swig. It's some good tasting stuff. You feel it hit you real bad though. About 6 minutes later, you're definitely tipsy.
Yeah, that's good stuff. I think I'll just cork that up and save it for another time.
I take the bottle out of your hands, put it in your bag of holding. Look at you holding your hands. You good?
I'm good. And then I'll like stumble out of the room.
No, I'm still holding on to you.
Oh.
Good.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
And then as I'm standing there, holding her hands, I slap on the manacles.
Oh, God damn it! I take out my lockpicks and, like, seeing double, trying to get out
I'm not actually drunk, so give me a roll, and it'll be a minus, just not as big as disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that's not good enough.
No, it's not. So I'm just like walking back to my room, fumbling with these manacles.
You're so
essentially,
yep.
What? She's gonna find herself in a situation where she's, got manacles on.
Not when she's drunk, though.
You don't know. But if she can do it while she's tipsy, she'll do even better when she's sober.
You know just as well as I am that you don't start doing these kind of things tipsy or drunk.
She doesn't know that. Again,
I just shake my head.
If she can do this tipsy, she'll be doing great sober.
I mean, you're not wrong, but chances of her pulling that are lower.
And I walk out the room.
I head to my room, I guess.
Yep, the night passes by fairly uneventfully. It's a very, very, very comfortable sleep, though.
Depends. Is she still in the manacles?
Other than with the I'm gonna say that she just eventually passes out with the manacles on. Still fairly comfortable though.
I would eventually before I go to sleep would go in, unlock the if she was passed out, I would unlock the manacles and then take them with me.
As you go to do that, the manacles are actually already unlocked and sit onto the side table.
The butler.
These servants probably think we are so weird.
I still take the manacles.
Yes, you guys wake up the next day, rested, collected. You feel real good. So what do you guys do?
Get breakfast.
Is there the really strong dwarven coffee?
Not on your bed, but that has been set at the dinner table, breakfast table.
Okay. I'll get up for breakfast, and like the first thing I do is go right for the coffee.
Yeah, it's real good coffee. It's real strong, and also alcoholic.
Oh, so this is like Irish coffee.
He said their strongest dwarven coffee.
How alcoholic is the coffee?
I mean, after your first cup, you're feeling a little bit of buzz to you.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, "Hey guys, you should really try this coffee. It's really, really good."
I don't know. I've never had coffee.
I just kind of rub Rowan on the head. How was last night?
I don't know if I like did it in my sleep or if you got them off for me, but I woke up without the manacles on.
Yeah. And I
So
just,
she
and I
can't
start
do it
twirling
while-
it in my hand.
So she can't do it
Aw.
while drunk, but she can do it in her sleep.
If that's what you want to believe, Graven, and I put the manacles away.
Here, drink some of this coffee, and I like pour cups for everyone. And then I pour myself a second giant cup.
Don't usually drink coffee.
Yeah, neither do I, but I'll
I've never
just
drank
take a very
coffee.
small, tasty sip.
It's that real good bitter bean juice. It's not even bitter. It's like brewed in such a way where it's actually very, very smooth. Has a little bit of sweetness to it. And at the very tail end of the coffee, you can taste the alcohol. But it's like so subtle. It's like, oh, this is kind of nice.
Yeah. I appreciate
I've
the
never
taste.
tried coffee. I'm gonna sniff it.
Sniffs like real smooth bitter bean juice.
I don't like coffee.
And we just collectively push our mugs back towards Rowan, like more for you.
I mean, she's gonna keep drinking it. Like, she'll drink the whole carafe.
You're the only coffee drinker in our party.
That's true.
I mean, how is your coffee tolerance?
My coffee tolerance is high.
Her alcohol tolerance is not.
No. She doesn't know
After
how
about the
much
pot.
alcohol is in it, though.
After about drinking the pot, you're real sloshed.
This is really good coffee, you guys. Like, so good.
Oh no, she got white girl wasted.
Yeah, essentially.
What color is Rowan?
Red.
She's like tan.
Okay. No, just random question.
Yeah, I know. No, she is not like pumpkin spice latte white.
How about I kind of summon a couple of butlers and turns like, treatment you gave me yesterday, give it to her for like half an hour. Help her sober up.
They nod their head and they go to prepare the bath and everything.
When did they say the party was?
Tonight.
Tonight. Okay.
So it's morning. We've got a good half day still.
Mm-hmm.
I know what I'm doing.
Meditating on your bow?
Yep. I'm taking this as soon as Kerveius said he was going to take a bath. I'm like, it hit me that I could do this.
Yeah, once I'm sobered up and cleaned up, I kind of want to look around and see if we can explore any part of the city at
I
all.
was actually thinking about going to a library or a mage's tower or something like that to have help on researching my amulet.
Yeah, you guys are essentially allowed to do whatever you want.
Okay.
You have free reign of the city.
I ask if anyone wants to join me.
Not if you absolutely need me. I'd rather take this opportunity, this very rare opportunity
I'm not asking you to join me. I said ask if you want to join me. If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Okay, fair enough. I'll politely decline then.
It's not like I'm putting your hands in manacles.
I'll see.
I like hold my hands away from you, but I'm just like, I'll go. But I'm like protecting my hands from you. I don't want to go in chains.
We only do that in private. And then I just walk out the door.
Jeez.
Oh my-
I just got that.
Rowan's face is like bright red now. follows out the door.
Graven just looks, twists his head slightly. I'm like, huh. And that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Yep.
All right. So do I need to roll like investigation or anything like that?
I mean, not like if you ask the servants like where
Yeah, the
library.
I am not familiar. Like, where's a good place for good arcane research on relics?
They fetch one of the younger looking like half elf girls. He like pulls on a coat and a hat and just goes to lead you guys there.
Cool. And I follow.
What is Yenian doing?
I don't know. He really doesn't have much to do. He'll probably sit in his room and try and figure out what these potions do.
Yeah, it could be like, I don't know, 2 Arcana checks, I guess.
Arcana 8. Oh, those are at advantage, but whatever.
That's fine. Regardless, it's still not enough.
Yeah.
So, you two are led first to a library. It's a fairly large library with many ancient tomes, a lot of ancient dwarven texts, scrolls, stone writing.
Then I will go to the nearest librarian and ask about helping research on a pair of artifacts. An amulet that seems to be attuned to the elements, and a bear paw.
Yeah, they give you a look over, kind of like pull down their glasses, and they're like, "Nah, I guess I could help with something like that." They go like to the back of, like where the librarians sit. Check out essentially the Dewey Decimal System. That's a thing.
The Dwarven Decimal System?
Yeah, the Dwarven Decimal System. There you go. Oh. It's not quite like that, but it's kind of like that. As you see them pull out what looks to be like stone tablets, they kind of run their hands across the stone tablets and words form in them. They give you the stone tablet with a aisle number, room number, and a level number.
And I go to the location, and try to look up some books.
Yeah. So using this stone writing, you're able to find a section of old, ancient, unknown things.
Okay. Partly thinking out loud, like half talking to Rowan, like, we're in a dwarven city. This might be a good place to try to ignite or activate the earth section. Maybe like mithril or adamantite.
It's worth a shot.
But how would I engulf it?
Sandwich it between, like, 2 of whatever element you're trying?
Yeah, but...
Put it in a box made of that stuff? I don't know.
Yeah. Plus the fact I've got to get access to that stuff. Like, in its raw form. That's... I mean, I'm not going to do it illegally, but it's going to be interesting and tough to try to do it. Just, hey, can I test something out here? But let's look through the books, see if we can't find anything on our stuff.
We'll start looking through the book.
There's several books in the section that the person pointed out to you.
Oh, well, I'll grab a couple of books.
We each grab a couple of books and start looking.
Do you guys find the books which have been labeled in the stone writing, but you're not actually able to read them?
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna flag down a librarian and see if we can rent a translator or research assistant.
The librarian's kind of just going through sorting all the books, making sure they're in proper order, spines out, words up. They see you kind of struggling a little bit, and as you flag them down, they approach like, "Yes, how can I help?"
Well, I'm not fluent in Dwarvish, and we're trying to do research on some things, so we're hoping if we could maybe hire a research assistant and translator to help us.
Yes. Let me look at those books. Takes the books, looks them over, opens a couple pages. Oh yes, ancient Dwarven. It's very, very rare language. Have to find someone specifically to translate this.
Do you have any suggestions on who to go to?
Well, first I'd have to find a dwarf old enough that actually knows this language.
Is that even likely?
Oh, there are still a number of old dwarves that speak the fluent old tongues.
But yes, if you could assist us in this, I would greatly appreciate it.
Well, I do know the old dwarves. They tend to keep to themselves, not really socializing. You know, old, angry,
Grumpy.
don't really like anybody.
How about, say, a wizard? Maybe they can use magic to read it.
Magic, probably not. This is something that goes beyond magic. Actually, for what I've heard, the old dwarven texts were written in such a way that even magic couldn't comprehend them.
You might want to get those translated before no one can read them.
Well, I guess they'll just go in collections then, and no one will ever be able to read them. It'd be such a shame, really.
Yeah, that's why I should probably translate them. All right. Well,
that would defeat the whole point of, the non-readable text, though.
Yes, but then the secrets would be lost.
I'm not one to decide that.
Oh, this is a bust.
Yeah, unfortunately. Do you want to look around the city elsewhere?
Yeah.
See what there is to see?
Yeah. I picked this, so you pick next.
Well, I don't know. I just want to see if there's any interesting shops or stuff I don't know.
Okay, shopping it is. We will head to the market.
As we're walking along, we're still so if we're not supposed to bring any noticeable weapons in, how do you think Graven and Yenian are going to handle it?
Well, Yenian's not a problem because he doesn't really have any noticeable weapons. He is the weapon, just like me.
That's true.
The only one that really relies on weapons is Graven. The rest of us actually rely on ourselves.
You're probably not going to be able to have a dagger on your belt or anything.
I don't really use daggers. I just loan them out. I'm okay with not having weapons because even without a spell book, or I still have my cantrips. So I'm not.
Yeah, I'm strapping a dagger to my thigh.
I'm not completely defenseless.
I'm just wondering how Graven's gonna
deal with not having weapons. Well,
deal with not having his bow.
Can't tell you how that. Yeah. Yeah, if I want to shoot something from a distance, I just point my finger and point my hand out.
Well, I know you'll be fine, and I know I'll be fine.
And Yenian will be fine.
If he can stay out of trouble long enough.
And I just kind of give you this deadpan look.
What? Yenian's the troublemaker.
Yeah, and him staying out of trouble, you're expecting him to stay out of trouble.
Oh,
you're expecting any of us to stay out of trouble.
No, but I'm kind of hoping that maybe Yenian will stay out of trouble for more than, 5 minutes.
You might want to talk to him about... No, actually, if you talk to him about it, might encourage him to try to do it faster.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything.
If you want to just go to them while we just pretend like we're shopping.
Yeah. We're just looking around for interesting things.
Yeah.
I just wanted to do the same thing as last night where I essentially tried to I tried to relax with the essence and try to indulge myself in the meditation while thinking of my past.
Yeah, go ahead and give me another roll.
At advantage or?
Yeah.
Please.
1.
That's not too bad. It's not very high though, so you're getting the feel that you're on the right track at least.
Okay. That's it for me. That's all I'm doing.
Alright, what is Yenian doing?
Okay, after I look at the potions, I'll probably go find one of the butlers, and I'll ask, how drunk is too drunk for this party?
Oh my god.
Well, most of the party girls will probably be on some sort of substance, but they'll still have them wits about themselves.
Is it going to be super classy, or is it going to be trying to relate a college party to D&D? I can't think of anything.
College party.
a tavern dance.
It'll be fine to have a good shine to you, but like, obviously drunk will get you into a bit of trouble.
Okay. And then I'm gonna go plan my drinking. What time is it, by the way?
It's probably like 11.
So we still have like 11 hours before we have to go to the party.
It's that late at night? I
Yep.
thought it would be at like 8.
Nope, it's at 10.
Okay. Late night party.
Ah, they're rich people. What do you expect? Now, anything else you guys want to do? Or shall we fast forward the day?
I'm good.
Yeah, sure. Fast forward.
Did you two want to look for an old angry dwarf man?
I think at the moment we're holding off on that.
Were you guys coming back to the mansion at any point during the day?
Oh, yeah. After we're done shopping.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess when you guys would come back, I would say, so what do you guys run up to?
We come back with like little, well,
They're not little.
they're not little. They're like gift wrapped boxes, and we hand one to each of you.
How big are they?
Like dinner plate size. And Rowan just smiles and says, "For the party."
I just look confused. I'm like, okay.
We saw them in the marketplace, and it just screamed both of you.
I look at Yenian and I'm like, what the hell did they do?
Look at the box. I don't know. I'm gonna look at both of them.
Rowan's just smiling.
Same.
I'm gonna go set the box on a table and just kind of walk away.
Oh, that's so rude. Yenian, you're supposed to open a gift when someone gives it to you. You might like it.
May?
I'm like,
I don't know if I can trust you.
It's
I have to
I hold up my hands. I hold up my hands. I swear, I will buy you the biggest bottle of alcohol if it is a trick.
I have to go think about what I've done recently, and if you guys need to get me back for anything, I'll be back.
Damn it!
I'm just like, I know this is probably a trap.
I look over at Kerveius and I'm just like, look at them. They're just so ungrateful.
I like,
We buy them gifts.
After everything we've gone through, he doesn't trust us.
We buy them gifts with our own coin, and they won't even open it.
okay.
We'll
I'm
look
like,
back and go, would you trust me if I bought you something and didn't tell you what it was?
Yes,
That's
I
a
would.
lie. That
Yes,
is
you don't know that
Insight
because you've
check.
never bought me a gift.
Insight check.
She's not lying, though. That's the thing.
She's not lying.
No, she's not lying. Like, Rowan's being honest. She would open a gift without any prompting. But you never buy her a gift, so... You've never bought me anything, Yenian.
I didn't know I was supposed to.
Well, I'm not saying you have to. I'm just saying I'm hurt that you wouldn't trust me. I, like, start fake crying.
And I just kind of, like, hug her close and just, like, pat her, like, there.
okay. So I'm like, okay. I just want to point out, I'll open it, but if it's good or bad, either or, there will be repercussions. I'll let you know right now.
Do you open
and
it?
I open it.
I'll take my quarterstaff and I'll like poke the lid off.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and
like
I
from
open
a distance.
Okay, you open it and you see this accessory.
You just
the necklace that he is wearing in this image is what I'm going for.
the necklace. Yeah.
The clock.
Yeah.
The
That's the
giant.
clock that he's wearing.
Okay, so I'm like, I just look at this and I'm like, what is this?
It's an accessory.
It's a fashion
really
accessory.
Practical sundial. And
You're-
why do
it's
they
a-
have sundials down here? They don't have sun.
It's high fashion. It's not supposed to make sense.
I mean, it's a steampunk world. Also, they have clocks.
Okay.
Steampunk-ish. There are steampunk creatures
that we fought.
Someone was eaten by one.
Yeah.
I pick it up. How heavy is it?
It's about 5 pounds.
Guys, I'm really sorry, but this is way too heavier for around my neck as a necklace.
I'm gonna pick it up and kind of test the weight. Just gonna...
But think about it.
And I'm gonna throw it at Graven.
I catch it.
Well, I mean, first of all, make me an attack.
What's the attack modifier for a giant clock?
It's improvised weaponry, so 1d20 plus your dex.
Sorry.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's a hit.
That hits.
That's it.
How much damage does it do?
D4.
D4? Alright.
Yeah, I cannot react to this.
I mean, you can try and catch it since you have that now.
Yeah, I use deflect missiles.
Yeah, you caught it.
Okay. I catch it, and I don't think I can throw it back, right?
No.
Yeah. So I'm like, what the hell?
That'll work. Alright, I just wanted to see if I could throw it and hit somebody if I need to.
Yeah, see, it's like we're not allowed to carry in,
weapons.
But you could totally use this as a weapon.
I don't think that is what you planned for this, but
yes. It's Rowan's gonna look at you straight faced. Of course it is. Like I said, we were thinking of you.
Yeah, Rowan
of you.
And I have magic.
So hold on, you bought this because you thought that we didn't have weapons to go in?
No. We had no weapons to go in. And you rely on weapons.
Yeah,
you can't bring your bow.
Yeah.
You can't bring daggers strapped to your belt.
I put down the clock and I pull out my 2 hidden daggers hidden under my armpits.
Okay, but look, we're giving you a third weapon.
And it's fashionable.
I'm not gonna wear it visibly. I'm so sorry. This is too heavy. 5 pounds of weight is just like it's in my way. Yeah, so I'm like, sorry guys, I can't. It's too cumbersome.
I just look at Rowan and I was like, still worth it.
Oh yeah, definitely. At least do me the favor of trying it on. At least give me that.
Yes, I guess I can do that, and I put it on.
Rowan just starts cracking up.
Yeah, it looks hilarious.
Every gold piece.
I'm just like, listen, this better be the one payback for the shame that I did, and that's it.
Oh yeah, like I'm good. I'm good. I promise. I'm good. I'm still like giggling.
I'm just giving you the thumbs up.
Just because.
I mean, are you lying?
No.
No. You can't tell.
You don't know.
Yeah.
You're pretty sure she's telling the truth, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I'm gonna look at the boys and I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, I've got stuff to do before we get ready for the party, and I'm gonna go back to my room.
Same.
And what I want to do when I get back to my room is take out my dress and kinda, in the bodice area of it, stitch in 2 little pockets that I can stick like a potion vial in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to fashion basically a garter for each leg, one for my dagger of returning, and one for just my regular dagger.
Sure. Give me... I'll say it's actually pretty easy. One of the maids probably also helped you do it, so yeah.
Yeah.
Fairly easy. This is pretty bog standard for people who go to parties.
Yeah, I kind of figured, especially with rich people. And in my little potion pockets, I'm going to put one of my... what do I have? Let me see real quick. I'm going to put in one of my greater healing potions. And I'm going to take with me also the potion of thief.
Okay.
I will be taking a potion, a regular healing potion, and one of my daggers.
Actually, I'm gonna give Kerveius another one of my greater healing potions to store for me in one of his pockets.
Is a rapier to describe as a big weapon?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They would definitely notice a rapier.
Essentially, the only thing you're allowed to bring, or quote unquote allowed to bring, is a dagger.
Okay, so
or two if you're able to hide multiples.
Yeah, so I have my 2 hidden, plus I'll have 1 dagger visible on my side, I guess.
I'm gonna take my walking stick. I'm gonna have the hand wraps on underneath gloves, like fancy looking gloves, and I'm gonna go to Graven's room because he has a top hat, and I'm gonna suggest putting the gem that we can, or although the tracker gem just tracks him, doesn't it?
Yep.
I gotta find somewhere to hide that.
You probably just put it in one of your pockets. It's not very big.
Okay. I'll just keep that in one of my pockets. And yeah, that'll be it for me.
I don't even know what not to bring because I have so much stuff. Can I still keep my armor under my suit?
Your armor's a little too hefty for that.
Even light armor?
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, so I need to take off my armor. Okay. Oh, this is not good for me.
Oh no!
I am not starting shit.
Do I have like somewhere in my jacket I could store a potion that wouldn't be super noticeable?
Probably.
All right, I'm gonna take the potion to pass through walls.
Take a 10-minute break so I can feed my kitty cat.
Okay.
Sure.
Awesome.
Okay, before we actually get back, I'm going to need you guys to do me a favor.
Yes?
And send me your characters' full names, along from where they would be from. So, like, you guys are going to get introduced at the party, so I need, like, you know, what they would do for introductions at a party.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Let me know you guys are ready, we can continue to go.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep. Okay. Alright, so, have you guys done everything you need to do before the party commences?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Get all
Yep.
nice and dressed up
you weren't
and
here.
cleaned up.
I'm gonna take the potion of chance.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys, at around 8 p.m., small, like, little snacks are served. And then around, like, 9:40, the carriage is brought around, your driver. It's all set, the horses have looked groomed and ready to go. Your carriage has been upgraded a little bit to look a little bit better than what it did. Because it was just, you guys rented a carriage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's your bog standard one. This one looks actually fancy, looks nice, looks like some people spent a lot of gold on it. So you guys are ushered into the carriage, which is quickly taken to where the party is being held. The outside of the building itself is not actually very fancy. It does have some rather large stone pillars built into the wall, and and some like large dwarven figures. The faces are very detailed, so it's pretty safe to assume these large dwarven figures are like either of the family members or like the originator of this house. Either way, it is obvious that great respect has been shown to these statues as they're extremely detailed. At the moment, you don't see many people outside. It seems that anyone who's attending the party has already made their way inside, as all the frivolities happen inside, not outside. So as the carriage is drawn up, the door is open for you guys, and a couple of servants for this house just kind of like, help you out and show you to the front door.
I make my way spinning the stick very fancily.
Very fancy.
I offer my arm to Rowan.
I put my hand on your arm.
Alright, so the four of you are led into the primary area, the stairs just before you get to the actual party floor / dance floor. And I'll bring the picture up now. Alright, you guys are introduced. Graven Moonshadow from the village Ferdoshity. Rowan Early. Illyri of village. Okay then. Yenian Rutherford the 15th of Fel Alora.
As I walk by, there you go.
Oh my god.
And Kerveius, how do you say that last
Kerveius Lernea of Ohakai.
There we go. Words are hard.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm gonna pronounce it for him because I always make up these like asinine, complex words.
So you guys are introduced by name and by where you are from. The crowd of partygoers. It seems like most of them are already here. It said on the invitation that it would be a fairly small party. So there's probably about 20, 25 people there.
Oh.
Including the hosts. You guys don't actually see the doctor at the moment. But because I don't want to say all these names and introduce them, I'm just going to show the list of partygoers to you.
Okay, awesome.
Boy. Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and lean over to Graven and go, alright, so I'll throw the clock at somebody and knock them out, and then you shout, is there a doctor in the house?
Yenian? No. Do not. And I'm looking like a dead stare at you. Do not make me ruin this chance to find my brother.
But he's a doctor. It's like their obligation to help people that are about to die.
We know he's not here yet. So when he arrives, they'll announce his name.
How do we know he's not in the bathroom?
Because the butler said that he wasn't here yet.
That was yesterday.
The butler also said that he will show up at the last possible moment. Alright, so you guys, after you're introduced, some of the butlers just kind of like point down to the party floor and like give you a quick little bow.
I guess we walk down.
As I walked down, I bowed my, not bow, but I tipped my hat to him.
Just sort of mingle, I guess.
Yeah, you can mingle to whoever you wish. There are a lot of people to mingle with.
Yenian and just be like, you should show off your accessory.
Oh, it's already like out.
Yeah, he's wearing it.
I've already stated that I'm going to throw it at somebody. It's out.
Yenian, I swear to God, if you throw it before the time,
I
will
have
never
already-
forgive you.
I have already walked away from the boys. I'm just sort of like casually walking around, kind of looking at everything.
Yenian, I swear to God, if you ruin this chance for me, I will never forgive you.
I'm gonna check out the food.
I'm giving you the opportunity to have him come over. He doesn't know it's you.
Yenian, this is not the time. And I'm like looking dead serious as I say that.
How is it not the time? This is what we're supposed to be doing.
No, we're supposed to be discreet right now. You see how we're mingling right now? Talking to each other? This is what you should be doing.
This actually looks really weird because we walked in together and people think we're plotting something. Probably go meet somebody else, not me.
Then go meet someone else.
I'm gonna go walk away and talk to somebody.
Who do you want to talk to?
I just hope I did create something here.
Let's talk to the human female art collector.
Ah, yeah, she's wearing like a long red gown. Has like her. It's not really. It's like that color between blonde and brunette hair tied up in a pin with some pearls around her hair. She kind of looks over at you, turns from the person she's talking to, bows her head. She's like, it's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I heard you were the 15th. It must be a long line of proud, burly men.
Yes, each better than the last. Building on our empire.
If I remember correctly, Yenian is actually kind of handsome.
Decently. He's got 12 charisma.
Yeah, so she kind of like gently takes your arm. She's like, well, tell me more. I'm very interested.
Well, we made our fortune starting in wine and slowly moved on to spices, transporting them to the Sudan Empire. Lots of exotic spices, wines from the Elven lands.
Oh, spices. You very, very fair trade. Do you deal in all kinds of spices or just above the board spices?
We deal in what the people want.
Oh, it's very interesting. She's like kind of led you away from the person she was talking to have like a private moment with you.
Okay. Now, I understand you're an art collector.
Oh yes, I travel all over collecting whatever catches my eye, really.
I'm sure you have quite a few fancy pieces.
Oh yes. Art is, of the eye of the beholder.
Yes. I'd like to see your collection one day.
No, I did bring a few pieces with me to my mansion if you'd like to see.
Oh, absolutely.
And she's like, driver. She kind of like snaps her fingers in the air.
I wasn't ready for that.
So Yenian is kind of led out of the party.
I mean, I want to keep an eye on Yenian. Do I notice that?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
It's not that hard to miss Yenian, that's the thing.
Nope.
So
I'm wearing a bright orange suit. It's pretty easy to spot.
I glance at Graven, and I'm just like, I look at you, and I'm just like, head jerk towards Yenian.
And I'm like, I know. I cast message at Yenian. Where the hell do you think you're going?
I don't have to actually speak out loud. I can do it like mentally, right?
It's all mental, yeah.
Oh, we're just going outside for a minute. It's okay. I'll be back. He's not going to be here for a while.
Where are you going exactly?
Outside.
I'm copied off really weirdly.
We made a promise to never split ourselves alone after that one incident that one shall never mention ever again.
She's with me.
She's not one of us, though.
I'm not alone. I'll be back.
I'm speechless. I have no idea what to say. I messaged Kerveius. I'm like, he keeps going. He wants to keep going.
There's nothing we can do without blowing our cover.
I'm just like, I just messaged back at not Casey, Yenian, and I'm like, I swear to God, I threw you an all in. You mess it up.
DM, does Rowan notice him walking out with?
He's in an orange suit. He's super easy to notice.
Everybody.
Rowan's gonna like kind of walk up to Yenian and his lady friend and just put her hand on Yenian's arm and be like, "Darling, what are you doing?"
Oh, would you like to join?
I'm gonna wrap my arm in Rowan's arm and go, yeah, let's go.
Oh no! Oh
no! Rowan's actually speechless by the invitation, so like.
Kerveius is like looking at this and just making mental notes, and he's just got this very devilish grin.
Where are we going?
Oh, we're going to my private estate. Well, temporary private estate to check out my arts.
First I message Rose, like, if you need us, send a signal. And then I message Graven, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have so much fun with this later if we get out of this, okay?
I'm gonna kind of peek around Yenian's like back and kind of like give this help me look at Kerveius.
Oh shit.
Of course, if you prefer to stay at the party, we can meet up later.
It would, we're still waiting to meet some friends. Maybe later.
I'm gonna yell out.
We just got here.
Rutherford! Rutherford!
Remember your last name already?
Just be like,
good
my dear
boy,
boy,
come here. I need to show you something.
I'll be back.
Right now. Come here. And I just start like kind of beeline, kind of quick walk, and just kind of like grab both Yenian and Rowan's hands, and I just kind of escorting them away.
just 1 second.
Muttering and bumbling random incoherent
do
words.
take your time.
Oh my god.
Rowan, give me a perception check.
Okay.
And you guys thought it was going to be drunk Yenian that ruined this party?
Alright, so yes, pretty good. She is eyeing him up.
When we're out of earshot, I'm just
As a
gonna,
lady, you notice that fairly easily.
I duck ourselves behind somewhere.
I'm gonna like kind of look at Yen and be like, dude, she is going to eat you alive if you let her. She is eyeing you like a feast.
That's what I was hoping for.
You've gotta stay here though.
Why? He's not gonna be here for a while.
Look, yeah, but you don't know where her mansion is.
Can't be that far.
Yenian.
It'd be weird if I didn't go at this point. I gotta mingle.
Okay, but mingle here. And if she is eyeing you the way that she is, I'm sure you can find somewhere in this mansion to have a little fun.
I'm gonna look around. Is there exits that are they guarded?
You do see a few guards, but they just seem to be there to stop any tomfoolery, not actually stop you from like going around the mansion.
Just ask her to go walk through the gardens and look at the artwork there.
That might work.
Or like a gallery in here. Ask for her opinion.
Okay, so I grabbed you to show you a piece of artwork. Just take her to one of those. It's like, yes, my friend saw this piece of artwork, and then I thought of you and wanted your opinion on it.
I don't know where the artwork is.
Just take us any piece of artwork in this mansion.
There are pieces all over the place. This place is huge.
I'll see what we can find. And I'm just gonna walk away.
Just... Oh... He should have had a drink.
As soon as Yenian walks away, I'm just gonna like look down, kind of like look at my fingers. Like, so you've got the hots for Yenian now, huh?
Rowan turns bright red and just, no! I was just trying to stop him!
That was a very enthusiastic darling. I'm just looking at you with this like most childish, impish grin.
If we weren't trying to blow our cover right now, I would punch you.
You can get me back later.
Rowan just like walks away, like her face is
still... goes back. Yeah, and this is kind of the attitude she's giving you right now.
All right, I'll walk back to her and go, you know, I did have a thought. You see your artwork all the time. What if we stroll to a more private gallery of here and see what artwork we can find there? We can check out yours later.
Oh, yes, that sounds excellent. I do like public displays of art.
Oh my god.
Alright, we'll walk down one of the hallways and try and find somewhere private.
Yeah, she does it pretty easily.
I'm sure that's all the art we need to go into.
Yeah, she closes the door and uses something to like make sure it's shut forever.
I just see this. I go talk to Rowan and Kerveius. I'm like, so.
I can't believe we just gave him dating tips.
I don't know if they're dating tips.
To be fair, he was doing pretty good on his own.
I just look at you and like, you gave him dating tips?
Well,
am I there? Am I with you two?
I don't know. I walked away from you in a huff.
Yeah, so I'm probably not there.
Why did you guys let him leave?
He's staying here in the mansion. That's the best we could do. Apparently he had the hots for that lady as well.
Oh my god.
We should have let him drink. Like,
I just hope he keeps that ultimatum in mind, because I swear I'll keep that promise.
He has already forgotten that promise, just like I have, because I wasn't listening.
I will. You will never hear
true to character. That is true to character.
I will never. You will never hear it through if you mess it up.
I mean, who knows? Maybe she'll stab him, and then like we can get the doctor here. It might work out.
I guess
I'm gonna be an optimist.
I guess we'll just have to see, because it's already begun. Yenian's already doing his stuff.
and I'm gonna find like a server that's carrying a tray of wine glasses, and I'm just gonna like grab a wine glass and down it all in one gulp.
Yeah, I'm enjoying just the atmosphere, and I'm like, nibbling on the hors d'oeuvres here and there. Just people watching, but more importantly, keeping an eye on the other two. Because I can't keep an eye on a third one. He's not there.
No, I'll be going for a good 30 minutes to an hour. All right, so do you guys mingle with anybody else? You just kind of sit off to the corner?
I'm like kind of casually mingling, but not
like in-depth conversations.
Nothing in-depth, nothing to be memorable.
Polite, like party conversation. Oh, isn't this lovely? Blah blah blah. Rowan is not comfortable in this situation. Like, this is not her element.
Yenian's the only one acting like he's rich here, guys.
It's true, he is.
You know what? Let's go and meet the Ulgurn Silverskin, the dwarf male silver and gold miner at the bottom.
Holgern is sitting over there with Carlin and Q. Let's just name him Q because drow names are hard to pronounce.
Okay.
He's over there talking up his silver mines, how many he has, how much money they make him. He sees you approach, gives you like a once over. He's like, my good fellow, how much do you know about the silver trade?
Very little, I'm afraid. It's one of the trades I don't deal in too often.
His eyes just absolutely light up. He's like, oh, so you don't know a lot, huh? Well, let me tell you a really good story. He goes into how his family was once poor, and one day his mother angrily smashed a piece of stone because his father was trying to like make money some smart way, but they're dwarves, they mine. So his mother like angrily smashed some stones, and she found silver vein. Of course, that's how he retells the tale. That's probably not how it happened, but hey, it sounds fun, and the other two that are there listening to the story are fairly engaged. And he just essentially goes into explaining to you how the silver trade works, and he is telling you how it's working. He just loves telling people anything.
So is he like bragging a lot about himself?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So yeah, I just listen to the best I can because I don't want to say I'm disinterested, but it's not something I pay a lot of attention to.
No, I mean that's fair. He's mostly talking about himself.
Yeah.
He's having a good time doing it though. You've kept him engaged, that's for sure.
Do I notice Rowan's like awkwardness and uncomfortableness?
Since, yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I'll message her. Do you want company?
Sure.
Okay. I'll walk over at her and kind of hold my arm out and like, I'm gonna go talk to someone. You want to join with me?
Okay. And I'll take his arm.
Alright, I'm interested in the rare mineral collector and provider. Just want to listen in on their conversation.
Lilior, let's see, Kalnan, and Gimdis is also there. They're talking up a storm about what rare minerals are in real demand today. So they're talking about like mithril and some kind of elven materials, fire iron. They're talking about a couple other things. Talking about how hard of a time they're having gathering some stuff. but like how profitable it ends up being, especially to adventurers.
As I'm listening to the conversation, would they happen to have any samples on them?
It sounds like Lilior specifically has a couple things that she's kept at her mansion. She's probably gonna try and sell it off at some point.
I guess I'll just initiate a conversation. When would you be interested in selling your wares?
Oh, well, anyone looking to buy, well, just come down to my mansion. I'll be here for the next couple of days. I have some trading to do.
Okay. Perhaps in the morrow or later in the week, after the recovery from the festivities, we may consider business later.
Oh, fantastic. I have many a stock of very, very rare materials.
Okay. Well, have your servant contact my servant and we'll do lunch.
Ooh, sounds like a plan. I do like a good lunch out on the town.
And I'll just randomly hand gesture for my servant to come and just get the contact information.
Yep, you recognize one of the ones from the mansion comes by and gets the information.
Oh, very good, very good. I look forward to lunch.
Yes, I do hope you bring your lady friend there.
I just pat her hand that's on my arm, and I just walk away. Holding up, okay?
You seem to be quite at home in this.
Sometimes you gotta deal with the high rollers.
This is a little out of my depth. I'm used to the woods and...
You're a druid. This is not druid.
No, this isn't anywhere close to what I'm used to.
Well, just breathe and remember this. Pretend that you're something you're not. And you'll be fine in this setting.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone here is faking it. Everyone here is wearing a mask.
I need you guys to roll me some perception.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah, you guys don't notice anything, but you do at some point hear a quiet voice behind the two of you. It's like, yes, and some of the masks some people wear are super easy to see through.
I'm gonna turn around and look for the source of the voice.
It would be Chemo, the one who's rich for no discernible reason.
That's the human, right?
Yeah. Human.
Yeah. I'm just gonna smile at her and be like, I'm sorry, I don't think we've met.
Well, no, you've never been here before. I think that'd be rather obvious, actually. She holds out her hand. Chemo.
I take her hand just sort of gently and be like, Rowan.
And you, my fine sir, are?
I am Kerveius Lernea.
Yeah, it is nice to meet the both of you. Enjoying your stay here at this party?
Thus far, yes.
Yeah, it's interesting.
No, we're not up to any nefarious deeds, are we?
Oh, of course not. Whatever gave you that idea?
She just kind of makes an offhand gesture towards the weapons you guys have on you.
None of mine are obvious.
I know.
Oh,
Which makes it a little more odd.
I'm gonna kind of give her an odd look and then just smile and be like, well, a lady has to be protected.
If you're looking to have a little extra fun, let's say outside of this party, come find me later tonight. Preferably when our dear doctor shows up.
And how do you know the doctor?
She just gives you a wink and walks over to another party of people.
Sometimes people ply not in material goods, but in information.
Well, I feel like we may have found a lead.
Or an enemy, or a friend. Don't know yet, but this is fun.
And Yenian returns.
You see all aglow?
Probably.
Straightening my tie.
Your lady friend just kind of fixes her hair a bit. She's like, well, I'd have to, should set up a lunch date sometime.
Sounds fun.
Excellent. I'll return to the party.
I'm just gonna like be casually keeping an eye on Chemo throughout.
Actually, roll me another perception.
Both of us or just her?
Just Rowan, because she mentioned it. You actually lose sight of her somehow.
Damn it! I'm gonna kind of tug on Kerveius and be like, "Hey, our lady friend is gone."
And I just kind of look around, just glancing and surveying. I obviously don't see her. It happens when you're probably a purveyor of information. You gotta keep out of sight so you can gather the juicy bits.
Well, what did she say about meeting outside? I wonder, is there like a garden area?
Yeah.
I want to walk to the garden area and kind of look around outside, but not like go outside just yet.
And I'm like sticking, like you are still attached to my arm.
Yeah. We should let Graven know that we found someone that knows the doctor.
I cast message, and I inform you of what happened.
I'm gonna guess I'm still talking to this guy, right?
Oh, he's gonna bend her for quite some time.
Okay, so when I get an opening, I'm gonna be like, oh, this is very all interesting, but unfortunately, I must be off. I think I may need to go to the bathroom. You know, and maybe I had a bit of something that shouldn't have been in my stomach.
Ah, yes. Well, continue to enjoy your time.
Thank you, good sir. And I bow my hat to him, and then I go.
Like as you turn to leave, you continue to you hear him. He just picks up from where he left off.
Yeah, so I go and see Kerveius.
Yep. Trace, what do you do when he goes see you?
We're just gonna go walk the garden outside, and just keep an eye out. As if Graven joins us, we'll just kind of be very low key and talk, and just explain to him what just happened. Explain like that Chemo is definitely someone of note, and that they're definitely got information on the doctor. We don't.
If not like totally associated.
Yeah, can't tell if they're friend or foe to the doctor, but they definitely know of the doctor, and they probably know why we're here.
Okay, so whatever we should be doing, we should be complying.
That's why
well, she said to, meet outside when the doctor arrives, and while the doctor hasn't arrived yet, I figure maybe we could scope the area.
Yeah,
only when the doctor arrives?
Yeah, I believe so. So that's why we're out here just kind of keeping an eye out, like just kind of getting the lay of the land so we're not caught completely off guard.
Actually, that's a pretty good idea. We can scan for like exits and whatnot.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, I will be doing the same.
Okay.
I'm actually looking to see if Chemo's out here.
Yeah.
Chemo is not out there, but like the exits seem very few and far in between, as the garden was actually like built into the cliffside.
So I will cast message and to Yenian and be like, if you're not busy, if you want to join us in the garden area.
Oh, messenger bag. Yeah, let me grab a drink first. No.
Oh, could you grab some of the hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah. And I'll grab myself a drink and some of those hors d'oeuvres.
As you go to walk out to meet them in the garden, you hear the front doors open. Once again, you hear the servant of this hall speak up. He announces that the good doctor has appeared in the party.
I'm gonna go ahead and just about face and walk back into the party and keep an eye on him.
But we don't see that happen. That's the thing.
No, you don't. I'm gonna eat Kerveius's or.
Yep. So you see the doctor walk down the front steps.
Do we hear the announcement from the garden?
The party's pretty loud, so give me perception checks.
Okay. It would make sense.
Graven definitely heard it.
Yeah, it makes sense. Graven hears it.
He definitely heard it.
So I just let the others know, guys. Doctor's here.
about face and walk back in.
Escort back to the main hall.
I see Kerveius. I'm gonna say sorry. They were all out of nerves.
No big deal. I just kind of shrug it off.
Oh yeah, he just kind of goes about his business, saying hi to everybody, spending like 5-10 minutes talking to them, saying how good it is to see them again, asking about the family if they have family.
What does he look like? Yeah.
Oh, that is nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That looks like an evil doctor.
Yep, so that's what he looks like. Artificial face and fingers and all.
Nice.
Now we know the face of evil.
Yep.
Creepy.
So he's saying hi to everybody, spending some time to introduce himself or just, say hello at the party.
Okay. Do we spot Chemo anywhere?
Nope.
Can someone keep an eye on them while some of us go in the courtyard and see what she wants?
Well, it'd probably be me and Rowan go to the courtyard since she's encountered us.
Okay. I'll keep an eye on the good old doctor here.
Has he come towards us at all?
He's moving his way across the floor, so technically yes. But he's not moved in your direction, specifically.
Are you gonna... I turn to Graven. Are you gonna be able to handle this?
The only thing that I'm worried is that he might recognize the resemblance between me and my brother.
So maybe you should get out of sight for the moment?
Probably.
I'm gonna start fiddling with the clock on my chest.
Rowan, take Graven to the garden. Yenian and I will stay here.
Okay. Alright, I'll go with Graven and take him back out to the garden area.
Okay.
We'll see if we can't spot something useful. Yeah, Chemo, if we can find her.
So as you guys kind of go through the backyard, she just kind of steps out of a bush, shaking a few leaves off herself. It's like, I thought this doctor would never appear.
What is your relationship with the good doctor?
I do believe the term is frenemies?
The enemy of the enemy is your friend kind of deal?
No. We're definitely enemies, but we're definitely friends.
So kind of I'll look the other way for you if you look the other way for me?
Something like that.
What is it that you do exactly?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people would like to know that.
By the looks of it, you're dealing information as a broker.
Yeah, some could say that. Some have said that. They could be wrong. Could be right.
I would like to size her up to see if I'm right.
Sure, give me really any check you want. She's not lying.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's not like I was looking for if she was lying. I was looking more like if I think, because she said, maybe I'm baby so, or maybe not, but I think she is a broker.
Well, then you think she's a broker.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm just gonna bluntly ask, and how much does it cost to find out?
I mean, really, it depends what you can do for me.
Name your price.
You looking for something in particular?
Well, I don't know why you're after him. That's hard to find out. I'm not psychic. So, maybe a little trade of information would be worth my while.
And what are you looking for? What kind of information?
Yeah, why don't you tell me why you're going after our good old doctor? And I'll tell you if it's worth my time.
Personal matter?
That's not worth my time.
Why do you care so much about that information?
Information is worth more than its weight in platinum.
I'm just worried about what you're gonna do with that information.
Now, my dear, that's what everybody wonders.
Okay, so let's say I tell you this. What can you tell me? Give me a little taste sample of what information you have.
You believe me to be an information broker, no?
I do.
information brokers do know a lot.
Yes, but I mean, like, about what? Or do you want to specifically tell me about?
Honestly, that's up to you to decide.
So if I'm not looking for information, what good is it for me to tell you what I need?
But that's the thing. I know you're looking for information. Why else would you be here using Juniper's invites?
Because he didn't want to be here and thought he should put up a presence.
Juniper isn't that fickle. He's not come several times and not sent anyone in his presence just as many times. I am aware he sent you for a reason. I just don't know what it is.
Juniper sent us for a reason?
Yeah, he's a...
He sent us for my reason.
And that's what I would like to know.
We believe Dr. Barnon has some information on my friend's brother.
The kind of information where he actually has him?
Possibly.
Now see, that is useful.
And what can you give us in return?
Well, I do know a couple of his hideouts.
That would be useful.
But here's the deal. If anything were to happen, I'd like the secret circles to be known that I'm the one who did it.
The secret circles?
Don't worry about that. Just tell Juniper that. He'll know what it means.
Do I know anything about the secret circles from my background?
Kind of.
Can I get a somewhat of an idea of what it is?
You know that your boss, while he did work for himself, he did also take on a lot of jobs from other people.
So like a super crime ring, essentially.
Yeah.
So if we, for the lack of an eloquent term, fuck up the good doctor, you want the credit for it?
Absolutely.
Oh.
That's all you're asking?
Well, let's be honest. I don't think you guys could handle that kind of blowback.
I'm happy to agree with this.
You know,
by all means.
Honestly, yeah, I'm fine with that. I mean, I don't have any reason to do whatever to him except for my personal reason. So if you do want to get all the credit for it, by all means.
I'm happy not making a big name for myself. I will gladly heap the credit upon you.
Fantastic. Well, I don't have my information here. I'm not stupid. But, I will send someone who does have the information.
As into our mansion or outside world?
No, not here. Outside world.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent.
She just kind of, like, gives you guys, like, she kind of, like, kisses her fingers and blows a kiss at you guys, and then just kind of walks off into the darkness.
As she walks away, I look at Rowan, I'm like, I really don't have a problem giving her the credit. I just don't like how she mentioned the secret, what was it, secret circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't like how she mentioned the secret circle.
I don't even know what it is.
I don't know too much about it either, but in short, it's like a mega crime ring on top of all of the shady stuff that's already happening. It's like, imagine like Zayist and him doing jobs for other people.
Yikes. On the other hand, if she wants to get in hot water with the crime bosses, that's on her. Like, I mean, if it's not gonna come back to us, and God's willing it doesn't.
The problem with brokers is that they always come back, no matter what.
I'm sure. But if it gets us to your brother, then it's what we got.
You're right. Can't argue that. All right, I guess let's go tell the others.
Yeah, we'll see if the doctor has passed them.
Yeah, the party has once again picked up after, everyone was fairly excited about the doctor showing up. Then he just go on to mingle with the folk.
So I say to the others, so essentially she has information about him and his hideouts, but her only condition for her giving us that information is that she wants all the credit for it.
For what?
If we mess him up.
So basically,
anything.
Say if we get caught, we just say Kimo told us to, or
If
it was all Kimo's doing.
Yeah. Well, not quite. It's more along the lines of if we succeed in what we're doing and like maybe destroy his hideouts or some of his projects, she wants credit for that. If we bring him down in any kind of way, she wants credit, which I'm fine with.
And I tell him the only problem I have is that she mentioned the secret circle. She wants us to specifically tell the secret circle that it was her doing.
She wants Juniper.
Yeah.
We're supposed to tell
As soon as
Juniper.
that name is brought up, I perk up, and I just look at them. Did you mention his name?
Who?
No, she brought it up to us.
She brought it up.
She knew. She said that she knew we were here on Juniper's invitation.
She's trying to... If she takes credit for taking him down, that's just gonna let her rise in the ranks.
Yeah, but...
That's how she's benefiting from this.
Yeah, but do we really care how she rises in the Mafia?
Exactly.
I certainly don't.
You certainly don't. But we don't know how she operates.
I know exactly what to think, Kerveius. You're thinking of how we're potentially putting someone in a position of power in the mob.
Well, yes and no. Because, yes, we are putting someone in a position of power, but if they are more tyrannical, that's bad. But from what I've seen of our good doctor, she's got to basically do something worse than what the doctor does to make it worse. If it's the same or more good.
Yes. But the ultimate goal is my brother.
Yeah.
You're not wrong, but my brother has to come first.
Alright, let's do this. Where's Yenian? And he starts looking around.
Yenian was with us.
Was he?
Mingling.
Yeah, I cast message at you, Yenian, get over here.
That's not mingling, and mingling was our plan.
Yeah, we're done with mingling. We moved on. We have a plan.
I'm in the middle of something.
I can't hear this conversation because you guys are doing it through message.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna explain to Kerveius how Kimo said that she was going to get us the information, but not tonight.
Okay, when would we get that information?
She said that she was going to have it delivered to us, but not here, because here is where the good doctor is.
She knows where our mansion is and would deliver it there.
Yeah, and that she's going to give us the information on a couple of his hideouts. So until we get that information, I don't know if we're supposed to do much more than maybe get a good look at him. Talk to him a little?
That would probably be wise. But first thing tomorrow, we've got to have a little chat with our sponsor, as it were, and give an update.
Hopefully, yeah, if we can find her tomorrow.
Because if she brought up his name without any of us mentioning it...
Yeah, I want to know how she knew that we were here on his invitation.
It wouldn't be that hard because the invitation was shown several times to several people, and any of those people could be in her employ.
Why does she know Juniper? Is that what you're thinking?
I just want to know the angle. The fact that people know him is well known.
I mean, she just mentioned that she wanted credit with the secret circle, and when I gave her a confused look, she said that Juniper would know who it was, and then she mentioned that, by the way, I know you're here because Juniper sent you.
And what I'm thinking is whatever happens, we clean up after.
Has anyone spoken to the good doctor?
So while they were outside, Dirk, did the doctor approach Yenian or myself at all?
No.
Did he completely ignore us?
Yeah, he's like spending time talking with people.
Okay.
He's doing the proper party things.
Okay.
So honestly, I would not try anything tonight at all.
You could talk to him, get a gauge of his character.
I cannot do that.
No, but Kerveius could.
My thought process is more indirect and discreet, and that it would be to talk to someone he just finished talking to. And any of us could do that.
While you do that, one of us, and I could do it, probably, just sort of casually mingle, not with him, but, just close by to him and try and pick up on his conversations. I fade into the background pretty well here, I would think. I'm not exactly the showiest flower in the house.
But you're not bad looking, so...
I guess you're showing way less than Yenian.
Yeah.
You've shown everything.
You got a point.
Yenian is the only one who really blends in here.
I'll just grab, a glass of wine and, casually stand just off a little ways from the doctor trying to hear his conversation.
Graven, why don't you go talk to one of the people he just talked to?
And do what?
Get more information.
About?
Anything about him.
And I can do my best.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been practicing a bit. Let me try to put on some charms. And I'm like, ugh, and I take a glass of wine, take a sip, and then go talk to someone that he just recently talked to.
Okay. I'm actually going to try and keep an eye on both of them. And if it looks like either of them are kind of floundering, that's when I will kind of go in as backup.
Yeah, it seems like he's recently talked to Halsey and Lilior. As they were talking together, he kind of approached them.
I've noticed that you've been talking to the good old doctor.
Ah, yes, he's such a kind man. He is. He was just telling us of his of how he gives his vast portion of money away to children in need, sick children.
Oh, that's what I've heard from the good doctor. How he does these great sacrifices for the good of other people.
Yes, did you know that most of his body was actually mechanical? That he lost it due to an illness that would kill him. So he's been experimenting on himself to figure out how to help people who've lost body parts.
Oh, I did not. So what was his illness?
He never actually told us. He just regales the story of, just puking up his organs when he was a child.
Puking up his organs?
Damn.
In a sense.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
He's done a lot of good.
So what other good deeds has he done?
Well, he's a doctor. But any good deeds does a doctor always do.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you just mentioned that he donated for a bunch of kids.
And he experiments on himself with machinery to help others who have lost body parts. He says he doesn't want to experiment on anyone else other than himself.
What if I had someone that was really in a pinch and, his last hope may just be body modification? Do you know where such an establishment would be?
Well, our fair doctor runs such establishments. You could always talk to him. I'm sure he would willingly accept someone who's in such need.
It's true, I could. But I would rather not disturb him as he is very busy. I'd rather not take much of his time. I'd rather him give his time to other people in need.
Ah, yes, we get what you mean. He does run a couple of, facilities with others who are almost as talented as he is, who do, body replacements.
Would you happen to know where those facilities are?
Yeah, they tell you an area somewhere on the map.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hopefully that will be able to help this person that I really need to, that is currently dying of a great illness.
Well, I'm sure they'll be able to help, and if they can't, they will always ask the doctor for a hand.
Thank you very much for the information, and I walk away.
Yeah, what do you guys do next?
I'm just sort of casually following, not quite behind, but just a few steps off to the side of the doctor, trying to listen into his talk and get a sense of his personality or something.
They trying to not be seen? Not be noticed by him?
Yeah, I'm just trying
to...
Yeah,
give me a stealth check.
Damn it. Here we go, guys. Here we go. My famous rolls.
20.
no! So yeah, you kind of like accidentally knock into one of the servers. And as the plates start falling, the doctor quickly turns around, grabs the plate, like catches everything on the plate, gives it back to the servant. He's like, "Oh, my young lass, you must be very careful."
You're very fast.
Oh, well, as a young lad, I was very sick. I couldn't move, so I've been experimenting on myself with all these body modifications, and it's risen my dexterity quite a bit.
That's very fascinating.
Say, I don't remember seeing you at any of these parties before. What did you say your name was?
I'm Rowan Illyri. It's a pleasure to meet you.
He gently takes your hand and kisses the top of it. He's like, "Well, it is an honor meeting you, my dear."
The honor is all of mine. This is actually the first time I've been to such a party.
Oh, well, I hope you come again. They're very fascinating.
It's been an interesting evening, yes.
It is fun to see how the high life lives.
Very much so. It's always interesting to see the new fashions.
He kind of leans over a little bit and whispers to you, "I, for one, don't like how they hoard all of their money, but let's just keep that between you and me."
I kind of conspiratorial whisper back, "I won't tell a soul."
He gives a little chuckle. He's like, "Well, it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. I will have to see if I can get lunch with you sometime. You seem absolutely fascinating, but I must talk with the other guests."
Have a good evening.
He gives you a slight nod of the head and just walks off.
I just walk back to the others "Oh my god."
So, Kerveius, you were watching the entire time, right?
I was watching both their conversations.
I'm gonna need both a perception check from you, then.
Okay.
Who?
That's not too good.
Just one?
Kerveius. Just Kerveius.
Just Kerveius.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, okay. Alright, so what do you guys do?
I take Rowan by the arm again and be like, "You okay?"
Well, he's very charming.
Yeah.
Very slick.
Yeah. I saw the whole thing.
From
the moment you bumped into the server.
Great. Well, then you know how it went.
Well, you caught his eye. That could be used to our favor.
I suppose. I don't know how well I'd do if I had to sit down to lunch with him, though.
Yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
But he did mention possibly wanting to have lunch sometime, so...
Well, sometimes that's just kind of a...
Yeah, I hope that's just him being polite.
Yeah. But we don't know, because if he's just as good and as informed as Chemo, he may know why we're here as well. Did he?
Yeah. He just said that he enjoys these parties. Not too fond of how the rich hoard their money, but that's just between us. And he says he found me kind of fascinating.
Okay, so...
But that could just be politeness too, I'm sure.
Yeah. Let's not let our guard down, though.
Yeah. Well, we've met the good doctor.
You've met the good doctor.
Yes, I have met the good doctor. We have information coming to us. Is there any other reason to be staying here?
Yes.
What?
I walk up to you guys at this point. I'm like, why are we staying here?
Because if we leave now, it's looking out of place. This party hasn't even started yet.
I could pretend to get faint and... Oh, crap. No, never mind. I don't want to do that because then he'll come...
We have a doctor.
I want to take a... If we're not going to leave, I want to take a look, see if there's anything out of place.
Sure, give me a perception check. No, not that you can tell.
Okay.
No, we can't leave this early, especially just as the doctor has arrived. That would be too noticeable.
You're right, but at the same time, I feel like something might go awry if we stay here too long.
Yeah.
Especially
We
since
just have to.
one or more people know why we're here.
Yeah. So we need to leave early enough where it's not going to arouse suspicion.
What if we just sort of like casually walk away in pairs over a staggered period of time and then just, leave?
Also not unheard of, apparently, from what we've witnessed thus far, that small groups or pairs will go off to show things off. We just don't have to come back.
That's a good point. We can do that.
But we probably want to stagger it. But yeah.
I mean, we could always really, we could just stage an argument and storm off and then...
I would not make a scene. I honestly would just sneak out. That's it.
I'll go ahead and walk back over towards them at this point.
Find anything useful?
No. There's just mingling. Just what we're all supposed to be doing, but...
Yeah.
Honestly, let's just go. I would just leave right now, all four of us. I get your point about staying and leaving right now would arouse suspicion. But at the same time, I feel like the other side is also risky.
That's what I'm saying. We need to... what time of day? What time of night is it? And I just kind of look at Yenian's chest.
Couple hours passed by.
I'm just gonna kind of look around for the doctor. Is he watching us at all, or watching me at all?
No, he seems fairly engrossed with what he's doing.
I look back at the others. I don't think they're really gonna notice if we slip out.
Yeah, I'm all up for that.
We can stagger it a little bit apart, 5-10 minutes, but I don't really think anyone's gonna notice much.
I would stagger it 1 minute, actually.
Alright, then I'm taking Rowan by the arm, and I'm just gonna walk out to the exit. And I just kind of whisper her, if anyone asks why we're leaving, you and I are going to go have a private time.
No shackles this time.
No promises. And we head out and get the carriage ready.
And that's what we'll end tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, Dirk, one last thing. As everybody leaves, I'll leave last, and I will ask if she wants to go look at her art.
You're leaving with... No.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, I leave with her. Graven tries to talk to me, and I just, push him away. Nope.
All right, so I guess I'm going to stop meeting next session, because I don't want to get into this. It's going to last.
He's gone.
He's gone.
No, I would stop him.
No.
Nope, he's gone.
I'm gone.
See, Rowan and Kerveius don't know this because we left first.
Yep.
And I guess I'm leaving too then without Yenian.
Oh my god.
Either you follow us or you go after Yenian.
No, I'm leaving Yenian. He's in good hands. I know that.